How do you come to terms with the strange relationships of the gods within the myths? Let's get into it. So I've seen this question come up a couple times within social media platforms. And the first thing I have to say is that the gods are not physical beings, and the myths cannot be interpreted by our modern thinking. So within our world today, there is an unbelievable amount of people who believe in the literal translation of the Christian biblical text. And this is a way of thinking that we need to step away from. We know that the taboo relationships seen in the myths of the gods were not tolerated among mortals by the stories of mortals being punished by the gods for such actions. We need to recognize that the gods represent the natural and cosmic forces within the universe itself. In mythology, they often personify the various natural forces and phenomena. Therefore, the taboo relationships between the gods can symbolize the mixing and interdependence of these natural forces upon one another. So the relationship between Zeus and Hera may symbolize the union between the earth and sky, or the union between Zeus and Demeter, Zeus being the god of the sky and king of Olympus, and Demeter being the goddess of agriculture and fertility. Their union may symbolize the connection between the sky and the fertility of earth. For without the rain, the crops would not grow, and all would perish. So what about the affair in which Aphrodite had on her husband Hephaestus with Ares? Aphrodite being the goddess of love and beauty, while Ares being the god of war, this union may symbolize the intense emotions brought about by conflict and battle. So let's look at a different type of relationship, that of Apollo and Artemis. Apollo being the god of the sun, and Artemis being the goddess of the moon, and both being twin siblings. They share a close bond throughout the myths, which symbolizes the forces of day and night, light and darkness, and the balance between the two and in nature. Now finally, let's look at the most discussed myth of Hades and Persephone, one which often leads to arguments. Hades being the lord of the underworld, and Persephone, who is also known as Kore, being the daughter of Demeter and the goddess of spring. Their union symbolizes that all life must come to an end. All life is cyclical in nature. Just as the sun rises, it must set, and as the spring comes, it too must give way to summer, summer to autumn, and autumn to winter. So how can we interpret the abduction of Persephone? The abduction of Persephone may symbolize that there is no escaping death, and that it can be brutal. Just as Kore spends half the year on Earth, she spends the other half in the underworld as Persephone and Queen. So I hope this helps you to better understand the myths and give you a fresh perspective. Please like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you get notifications for new videos, and I'll see you there.